Good morning, this is UWS News. I am Sohail Ahmad. Glasgow low emission zone came into force on June 1st, 2023. All vehicles entering the city center zone area must meet the leasing polluting emission standard or pay penalty charge.
Low emission zone is now formally in place in Glasgow. All vehicles entering the city centre zone must now comply with the lower pollution limits or risk being fined. However, as far as the taxi industry is concerned, all they need a temporary exception to give the cabs time to be updated and converted into a compliant car in a sustainable manner.
In my opinion on the low emission zone is, I don't disagree with it, but it's been implemented far too quick when people can't afford to actually renew their cars. I've already done it, but it's cost in the region of £13,800 to get a new engine with LPG put in to obviously comply with the low emission zone. But some people just can't afford to do that. So it's just not feasible for everybody. And I just think it's been implemented far too quick because of COVID. We had 2 years of COVID that no one was making any money, and all of a sudden they're still going ahead with it.
Zakaria Ahmad is in total agreement of Glasgow's low emission zone.
I think this is a very good initiative that they have introduced this LAZ zone in Glasgow especially. And in Glasgow, in London I think it was really successful, especially I think they should start opening it even more further out. It's really clean for Glasgow, the Euro 6 diesel engines, and basically all the old cars will get rid of it and new cars will come, but hopefully this will help pave the way for hybrid car and electric car to come in and possibly get cheaper as well. So I believe it's really good. I'm happy with it.
The zone is defined by the M8 motorway on its northern and western boundaries, the River Clyde on its southern boundaries, and the Salt Market High Street on its eastern boundary. This initiative will help to combat against the climate change.
The Glasgow LEZ will hopefully accelerate the adoption of more environmentally friendly modes of transportation, helping to combat to climate change and improve air quality in Glasgow. This project will assist reduce levels of dangerous automobile emissions.
There are some exemptions to Glasgow's low emission zone, and zone residents have extra time to comply. Motorbikes and mopeds are not included in the current low emission zone schemes, and no restrictions apply. Ahmad, UWS News, Glasgow.
Our reporter Muhammad Ahmad joined me now to tell us a bit about it. Thank you, Ahmad.
Thank you.
Why is low emission zone crucial for Glasgow?
The city centre of Glasgow is experiencing elevated levels of nitrogen dioxide, which exceed the legal limits. The primary contributor to this harmful pollutant is road traffic. Therefore, the implementation of Glasgow's low emission zone is crucial to enhance air quality and safeguard the well-being of the public.
What is the penalty structure and how will one pay the penalty?
The penalty structure for a non-complainable vehicle in Glasgow's low emission zone involves a tiered system. Initially, a penalty charge of £60 is imposed. If the penalty is not paid in 28 days, the vehicle entered to the zone for a second times within 90 days, the penalty charges will doubles to £120. Furthermore, if the vehicles enter to the zone for a third time if the vehicle enter to the zone for a third time within same 90 days period, the charges will increase to £240. Payment of the penalty is required to resolve the violation.
Which type of vehicle remain exempt from the low emission zone regulation?
Exemption will still be provided for blue badge holders, emergency vehicles, motorbikes and mopeds within the low emission zone. Moreover, residents living in the zone will be given an additional year to meet the compliance requirements.
Thanks, Muhammad Ahmad.
Thank you.
No more of today's other story.
In April, food price in the UK experienced a significant rise, reaching the highest rate of increase in almost 45 years. Essential items such as sugar, milk, and pasta saw constant price hikes. Although the rate of grocery price inflation slightly decreased compared to the previous year, it still stood at 19.1, nearing the highest level ever recorded. Meanwhile, the overall inflation rate in the UK decreased significantly and reached single digits for the first time since August of the previous year. However, the decline in inflation was not as solid as expected, leading the Chancellor to express concern over the constant high prices of food. Asda, a prominent supermarket chain, has made the decision to close two of its living stores in the near future. The first closure will take place on July 31 at the branch located in Island Green Retail Park. The second closure, scheduled to be announced date, will affect the outlet in Eastgate Retail Park, Bristol. According to a spokesperson from Asda, the store have been experiencing financial losses for a significant number of years. After a thorough consultation process, the company has regretfully concluded that closing the store is the necessary course of action. Renfrewshire Council has introduced a fresh initiative aimed at addressing the issue of lunchtime litter. The program, designed to promote environmental responsibility among school students, entailed the placement of ad-label litter bin along busy paths. The intention is to encourage young individuals to utilize these bins instead of thoughtlessly discarding their waste. Johnston High School is the first participant in this pilot scheme, with the newly installed bin positioned on Beath Road, near the community sports hub.
That's all about today news. Goodbye.